Good day, my schoolers. This is my school channel and my name is Abiola. Remember, in this channel we are solving the JAMB CBT past question for the subject mathematics the year 2015. You know you have to stay with us because we'll be right back. You're welcome back to my school channel, and in this particular clip we are solving questions 16 to 32. Right here we have question 16. If log base 5 raised to the power 20 equals x, okay, find x. So what we just have to do, we're going to move to our whiteboard where we prefer solution to the question given us. We have log base 5 raised to the power 20 rather equals x. Okay, let me write this for clarity. Okay, very well. So this is a question on logarithm. What you just have to do, you send this log base 5, you send it to this side, then it becomes this. We have 20 equals 5 raised to power x. Okay, so all we just have to do, you have to introduce log base 10 to both sides. So I will have log base 10 log base 10. Okay, so this implies that log, remember 20 is 10 times 2, isn't it, equals, this implies x log base 10 raised to power 5. Very easy. Okay, so this is log base 10 raised to power 10. All right, times changes to plus in logarithm, plus log base 10 raised to power 2. Okay, x log base 10 raised to power 5. So log base 10 raised to power 10 is 1. Okay, we're operating the same, but that is 1 plus log base 10 raised to power 2. That gives you 0.30103 equals x log base 10 raised to power 5. That gives you, remember this is x multiplies log base 10 raised to power 5. 0.69897. Okay, x multiplies it, so you can just put it into brackets. So let's add up this side. So when we add this up, we're going to have, let's move up, 1.30103 equals x into bracket 0.69897. So what do we do? Divide both sides by this. 0.69897. 0.69897 strikes out. Then when we divide this, we should have 1.861. Yeah, roughly this. Okay, this is in compliance with the options provided us. So let's go back to the screen to select the correct option. So look through the options provided and you will see option C, 1.861 as the correct option. Number 17. Find at which rate per annum the simple interest 5 to 5 will amount to 588 in 3 years. Okay, so we are asked to find the rate. So remember that simple interest I equals PRT over 100, and we are to tap out what the simple interest is. We are told the principal is 5. From the question we have 5 to 5 and it amounted to 588. So all we just have to do to get the simple interest out is to subtract. Okay, 8 minus 5 we have 3, 8 minus 2 we have 6. Okay, so this tells you that the simple interest on that principal is 63 naira. Okay, so we have simple interest equals P times R times T over 100. So when we cross multiply, we have 100 times I equals P times R times T. We are asked to look for R. So what do we do? Divide both sides by PT. P times T. Okay, P times T. P strikes out T. T does same for T. So what we have left is 100 times the simple interest now is 63 over the principal, which is 5 to 5. Okay, then multiplies the time. Okay, from the question we are told in 3 years. Very well, equals R. Okay, so we can do this in a very easy way. We have 3 here 1. This is 21, isn't it? Okay, so I can say that we have 25 here 4, very well. 25 here we have 2 remainder 25. 25 and 25, that is 1. Okay, so we have 21 here, strikes out 21 here. So we have 4 times 1, that is 4. 1 times 1, that is 1. So 4 divided by 1, that is still 1. So we know that our rate is 4%. So we just have to go back to the screen and pick out the correct option. So look through the options provided and you will see option D, 4%, as the correct option. Question 18. Given that set A equals 157, set B 3, 9, 12, 15, set C 2, 4, 6, 8, find A union B, then we have union C. So what I just did first is to reproduce the question on our whiteboard. That is our solution platform. Okay, so we are asked to find A union B, then union C. Okay, so let's just make this very easy. What is A union B? That is all of the elements we have in A and B put together. So that will be A union B, that is 1, 3, 5, 9, 5, 7, 9. I'm just trying to observe order. Okay, 7, 9, 12, then 15. Okay, so 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, 15. Okay, so then let's now bring A union B. This is A union B, then union C. So what I'm going to have will be 1, all right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 15. Okay, so this is A union B, then union C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, and 15. So we just have to go back to the screen, look through the options carefully, and you will observe that option A is the correct option. Number 19. The extension of a stretched string is directly proportional to its tension. Okay, this is telling you about Hooke's law of elasticity. If the extension produced by a tension of 8 Newton is 2 centimeters, okay, find the extension produced by a tension of 12 Newtons. Okay, so just you have to use the Hooke's law, which is F equals KE. Okay, this is the spring constant. Okay, the K. So we are told at first that we have the force of 8 Newtons and extension of 2 centimeters. So we have 8 equals K times 2, dividing both sides. So we have the constant is given as 4. The K, we've gotten K as 4. Now we are now asked to look for the extension. Find the extension produced by a tension of 12 Newtons. So already we have 12, the tension, okay, equals the K, which is 4 times the extension produced. Dividing both sides by 4. So we can see that the extension produced in centimeter is 3 centimeters. So let's go back to the screen and pick out the correct option. So we can find the value of 3 in option D. So option D is the correct option. Don't forget that any of the Myschool tools is readily available for you. All you just have to do, click on the link in the description below. It takes you to the Myschool website where you can get the Myschool mobile app or download the Myschool software for just a token of 1,000 naira. So join me as we tackle question 20. Factorize x squared minus 2x minus 15. So at first, according to our custom, we reproduce the question on the board. Okay, so how do we factorize this? You know, we have this, we have this. So that is minus 15 times x squared. That gives you minus 15x squared. Right, then we also have at the center, we have minus 2x. So we have to look for numbers, okay, or factors that when we multiply them together, they should give us this, and when we add or subtract, they should give us this. Okay, so I can tell you confidently that those factors are minus 5x, okay, and plus 3x. All right, so if you look at it, minus times plus, minus 5 times 3, 15, x times x, x squared, okay? So minus 5x plus 3x gives you minus 2x. Okay, so let's just save our time. No, we are writing JAMB exam. So this tells you that, so the factors are minus 5 and plus 3. So this tells you x equals 5 or minus 3. Okay, this is because when I do this, if I slot this into this equation, that will be x squared minus 5x, okay, plus 3x minus 12. All right, so when I have this, it is well split already. So what is common here? We have x into brackets x minus 5. We have plus 3 into brackets x minus, this is 15 rather. Pardon, please. So 3 times 1 will give us 15, that is 5. Okay, so we have minus 5x minus 5. So we just pick one of those factors. Then we have x plus 3 outside. What is equals to 0? That is x minus 5 is equals to 0, or x plus 3 equals 0. When this minus 5 goes outside, it becomes plus 5. So I have x equals 5 or x equals minus 3. So that is what we have here. Okay, so just for speed and accuracy, just tap into this 5 or minus 3. Okay, so these are the roots. X minus 5, x plus 3. So join me as we go back to the board and select the correct option, minus 5 and plus 3. So we have minus 5 and plus 3. So option D is the correct option. Don't forget to hit on the like button. Also click on the subscribe button and tap on bell notifications so you can get alerts as soon as we upload the next video clips. Number 21. If A equals minus 3 and 5 and B equals 4 and minus 1, find the coordinates of the midpoint. Okay, so the coordinates of the midpoint just tells you this. That is the slope. Okay, equals this x1 plus x2 over 2. Then we have y1 plus y2 over 2. That's all. So we just have to slot in the value. So from the question, we are given point A as minus 3 and 5. Let's just have a note somewhere. Minus 3, 5. And point B, we are given 4 minus 1. So according to our practice, this is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. Okay, so let's slot it in. So we have m equals x1 is minus 3, x2 is 4. So I have minus 3 plus 4 over 2. Very well. Y1 is 5 plus into brackets minus 1. All right, over 2. So I have m equals minus 3 plus 4, that is 1. So I have 1 over 2, comma. This is plus times minus, this is minus. So 5 minus 1, that is 4. 4 divided by 2, that is 2. So the coordinates of the midpoint, we are having half and 2, or 1 over 2 and 2. So let's go back to the screen and pick out the correct option. So I have 1 over 2 and 2. So option B is very correct. Question 22. Find the simple interest on 325 naira in 5 years, okay, at 3% per annum, okay. So simple interest I equals PRT over 100. P times R times T over 100, okay. We are given the principal from the question. The principal is 3 to 5 times the rate, which is 3, times the time frame from the question is 5 years, okay. All right, So I can have this here, we have 20. I can also have a 5 that works here, that is 4. 5 in 32, that is 6. 25, 5 here, that is still 5. Okay, so I have 63. 65 times 3 over 4. Roughly this should give me 48.75. This is in kobo and this is in naira. So the simple interest we are looking for is 48 naira 75 kobo. Let's go back to the screen and pick out the correct option. 48.75 kobo. 48 naira 75 kobo is found in option A, so option A is the correct option. Number 23. Simplify 0.09 raised to the power 2 and give your answer correct to 4 significant figures. Okay, so this is super easy for us. So we are asked to simplify 0.09 raised to the power 2. Okay, this means 0.09, right? In 2 places. Very well. Okay, and this means 1, 2, this means 9 over 100 times 9 over 100. Okay, so 9 times 9 we have 81. 100 times 100 we have 10,000. So if we are to bring this to decimal, this will be 0.0, okay, 081. Okay, this is how you find out. We have 1 here on this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that is 0.0081. So let's go back to the screen and select the correct option. So look through the options provided. You will find option C, 0.0081 as the correct option. Remember, 4 significant figures. Option C is very correct. Question 24. Simplify 1 divides x squared plus 3x plus 2. Then we have plus 1 divides x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay, so the divide means over. Okay, so when we simplify, when we factorize the denominator, what we should have here is 1 over x plus 1 and x plus 2. Alright, then for this, when we factorize the denominator, we should have x plus 3 and x plus 2. Okay, so the LCM here would be x plus 1, x plus 3, and we have the common one, x plus 2. So for this side now, x plus 1 takes out x plus 1, x plus 2 takes out x plus 2. So all we have left is x plus 3 times 1, that is still x plus 3. We have the big plus. Okay, for this other side, we have x plus 3 takes out x plus 3, x plus 2 takes out x plus 2. So what we have left is x plus 1 times 1, we still have x plus 1. Okay, so let's add up the numerator. X plus x, we have 2x plus 3 plus 1, we have 4. Over the denominator, this is x plus 1. I can rearrange it, x plus 2 and x plus 3. Okay, so if I try to simplify this, I can have 2 into brackets x plus 2 over x plus 1, x plus 2, and x plus 3. So x plus 2 strikes out x plus 2. So what I have left is 2 over x plus 1, x plus 3. I can write that here. 2 over x plus 1 and x plus 3. So we just have to go back to the screen and select the correct option. Remember, 2 over x plus 1 and x plus 3. That can be found in option D, so option D is the correct option. Number 25. One bag contains 3 blue and 5 red balls. Another bag contains 2 blue and 4 red balls, respectively. One ball is drawn for each bag. Okay, what is the probability that both balls are blue? Okay, so this is just what we have to do. For the first bag, we have 3 blue and 5 reds. So that tells us we have 8 balls in total. So for the first bag, 8 balls, right? So out of the 8 balls, we have 3 are blue. Okay, so the second bag, we are told that we have 2 blue and 4 reds. So that means we have total of 6 balls, isn't it? Then we have 2 blues. So the question requires that what is the probability that both balls are blue if one ball is drawn from each bag? So from the first bag, that will be 3/8, right? Both, that is times the second bag, 2/6. This is very easy. You just have to follow the steps and you will get it right. Okay, so I have 2 here 1, 2 here 4. Okay, 3 here 1, 3 here 2. 1 times 1 we have 1, 4 times 2 we have 8. So since one ball is being drawn from each bag, the probability that both balls are blue is 1/8. So let's go back to the screen and pick out the correct option. So if you look at all of the options provided, we don't have 1/8, but we have 3/24. When you divide it, it's going to get 1/8. So this is one crafty way that options or answers are presented to candidates. So the correct option here is option B, 3/24 or 1/8. Number 26. Given that set A equals 3, 4, 1, 10, 1/3, we have set B, 4, 3, 1/3, then 1/3, then 7. Okay, so don't be mistaken by the repetition of the same value. Okay, once you see such thing in set theory, all you just have to do, you just have to pick one of those items. So find A intersection B. Okay, so what we are going to do is to look for members that are present in B and that are also present in A, or you can put it members you can find in A that you can also find in B. Okay, so any member you can find in these 2 sets, you don't include it. So let's look for members that are common. We have 3 is common, 3 is common. We have 4 is common, 4 is common. We have 1/3 is common, 1/3 is common. So A intersection B will be 3, 4, 1/3, or properly put in order, 1/3, 3, then 4. Okay, so the correct option is option C, 3, 4, 1/3. Don't forget that you have the opportunity of asking your questions right now. So how do you do this? Click on the link in the description below. You'll be moved to the Myschool website where you can ask those questions right now. And within moments, our solution providers will attend to your questions. So join me as we solve question 27. Find hex if 132 base x equals 70 base 8. Okay, so I just replicated the question on the board. We have 132 base x, then 70 base 8. Okay, so what we just have to do is to expand. So this is 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so this means 1 times x raised to power 2 plus 3 times x raised to power 1 plus 2 times x raised to power 0. The other side, this is 0 and 1. That is 7 times 8 raised to power 1 plus 0 times 8 raised to power 0. Okay, so let's expand this. This is x raised to power 2, that is the x squared times 1. We have x squared plus x raised to power 1 is the x times 3. So we have 3x. X raised to power 0, that is 1. 1 times 2, we have 2 equals 8 raised to power 1, that is 8. 8 times 7, that is 56. All right, we have plus 8 raised to power 0, that is 1. 1 times 0, that is 0. 0 plus 56, that is still 56. So when I send this value inside, it becomes negative. So what I have is x squared plus 3x, all right, plus 2 minus 56. All right, so when I move on, that will be 2 minus 56, that is minus 54. So we have x squared plus 3x, okay, minus 54. By the time I factorize this, okay, what I should have is x minus 6 and x plus 9. So this tells me that x is either 6 or minus 9. 6 or minus 9. Let's go back to the screen and select the correct option. 6 or minus 9. So we can see that x is 6. That is the base we are working with here is in base 6. 132 in base 6 equals to 70 in base 8. Going through our video clips, perhaps you have questions or explanations or solutions you would like to recommend. Please, we'd like to know. Or you just have to use that comment section below, indicate that question number and the solutions you would like to share. 28. A man sells his brand new car for 420,000 naira at a gain of 15%. Okay, what did it cost him? So we are asked to look for the cost price. Remember that the profits or the gain, okay, should tell you that that is your selling price minus your cost price. So the profit percent we've gotten as 15, okay, equals, all right, the gain, which is selling price minus cost price over the cost price times 100. Okay, so let's plot in the value. Remember the selling price, they sold it for 420,000 naira. So I'm just trying to save us time. So you sold it for 420,000, okay, minus the cost price, then times 100, okay. So what can I do? I can cross multiply. So we have cost price times 15. Let me represent cost price with X so that it will be easier for us to walk around. Okay, so I'll represent this with X, or we can decide to change the value. Okay, let's change it to P. Okay, P for price. All right, okay, so I would have 15p equals 4,000 to 42,000 naira, okay, 420,000 naira rather, minus p, all right, times 100. What do? We can multiply by 100, okay, or divide both sides by 100. Whatever thing we want to do works fine. So we have 15p equals 100 multiplies this, and we have 420,000, 0, then 0, okay, don't mind the comma, minus 100p. So I can collect like terms. I can send this 100p inside, it becomes positive. So I have 15p plus 100p, that gives us 115p equals 420, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 zeros, this tells you 42 million naira. Wow. Okay, so dividing both sides by 115. So what I should have roughly as our price should be around 3651, yes, 52 rather, 217.39 thereabouts. So roughly we should have 365,127. Yes, we should have this 365,217. So 365,217. Okay, roughly. So 365,217. Let's go back to the screen and select the correct option. So look through the options provided. You will see option B, 365,217. That's the rough estimate of the cost price. So option B is very correct. Number 29. Find the value of x if 1 divides 64 raised to the power x plus 2 equals 4 raised to the power x minus 3, then divides 16 raised to the power x. So I just reproduce the question properly. I remember we have parentheses all around. So for me that is negligible, okay? All right, so this means 64 raised to the power minus, this 1 over means minus into brackets x plus 2. I can write minus 1, okay, into brackets x plus 2. Whatever thing we want to do, then we have this is 4x minus 3. Then I have divides, okay. This is 16. I can say it's 4 raised to the power 2x. 4 raised to the power 2, that is 16. The same thing, right? So if I want to bring everything to the base of 4, so that would just be, for this is 4 raised to the power 3. How did I know? 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 4, that is 64. So we have 4 raised to the power 3 times all of this. That will be minus 3 into brackets x plus 2, isn't it? Okay, equals 4. We have the same base, so I'll just pick 1, 4 into brackets x minus 3. Divide means minus 2x. Simple, right? So I have 4 raised to the power minus 3 times this. I have minus 3x, okay, Minus times plus, we have minus 3 times 2, we have 6 equals 4 raised to power. X minus 2x, I have minus x. So I have minus x minus 3. Okay, so what I have left is minus 3x minus 6 equals minus x minus 3. So I have minus 3x minus 6. Let me write this for clarity. Pardon. Minus 3x minus 6 equals this other side, minus x minus 3. So if I collect like terms, if I send this in, that will be minus 3x, okay? Or I can send it out, whichever one works for us. Okay, let me do the sending out rather. So if I send this out, okay, whatever thing you want to do, if I send it out, so I would have this coming in. So I will have minus 6 plus 3 equals minus x, okay, plus 3x. So minus 6 plus 3, that gives you minus 3 equals minus x plus 3x. I have 2x. Dividing both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 2. So roughly I have x equals minus 3 over 2. So let's go back to the option and select the correct option, minus 3 over 2. So look through the options provided carefully and you observe minus 3 over 2 in option D. So option D is the correct option. Question 30. Solve x squared minus 2x minus 3 equals 0. This is a question of factorization. So we don't need to go to the board. Okay, we can do this very quickly. So we can just take any of these values randomly and slot it in. If after addition or subtraction of everything we get 0, that tells you that that is one of the factors of x, or one of the items of x. So let me pick 3 for instance. 3 raised to power 2, that is 9. Okay, so 2 times 3, that is 6. So 9 minus 6, that is 3, minus 3, that is 0. That tells you that 3 is a factor. Okay, so keep that. Let's try and pick up 1. 1 raised to power 2, that is still 1. Okay, 1 times 2, that is 2. So 1 minus 2, that is minus 1. Minus 1 minus 3, that doesn't give us 0. So 1 is not a factor. Let's check for minus 1. Minus 1 raised to power 2, that gives you 1. Okay, so minus 1 times minus 2, that gives you plus 2. So 1 plus 2, that is 3. 3 minus 3, that is 0. So those are the two factors we are looking for, 3 or minus 1. Let's try other values. Let's see for 0. 0 raised to power minus 2, that is 0. Okay, 0 times 2, that is 0. 0 minus 0, that is 0. 0 minus 3, that is minus 3, not 0. So 0 is not a factor. Okay, so we just use that simple step, or you can decide to factorize, whichever one works for you. So the correct option here is option B, x equals 3 or minus 1. Number 31. The volume of a cylinder whose height is 4 cm and whose radius 5 cm is equal to, given pi as 3.14. So volume of a cylinder equals pi r square h. Okay, pi r square h. So pi is 3.14. R square will be 5 times 5, that is 25, times 4, that is h. Okay, so that's 25 times 4, that is 100. 100 times the pi, that is 100 times 3.14, that gives you 314. So the correct option is 314 centimeter. I repeat, volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. So pi r square, that is 5 times 5, that is 25, times h, that is 100. 100 times the pi given as 3.14 give us 314 centimeter. Okay, so the correct option here is option C, 314. Question 32. The probability of an event A is 1 over 5. The probability of event B is 1 over 3. Then the probability both A and B is 1 over 15. That is gotten from both, that is and 1 over 5 times 1 over 3, that gives you 1 over 15. That's what we have here. So what is the probability of either event A or B or both? Okay, so A or B means 1 over 3 plus 1 over 5, or that's still plus the both, which is 1 over 15. So what we'll just be working on will be 1 over 3 plus, rather, A is 1 over 5, okay, or that is plus 1 over 3, then plus 1, which is both, over 15. So let's just provide this answer on our whiteboard. So we have 1 over 5, remember all means plus, 1 over 3, okay, then or, again, the both events which we've gotten as 1 over 15. So the LCM here is 15. Okay, 5 in 15, that is 3. 3 times 1, we have 3, plus 3 in 15, that is 5. 5 times 1, we have 5, plus 15 in 15, that is 1. 1 times 1, we have 1. So 3 plus 5, 8, plus 1, that is 9. So I have 9 over 15. 9 over 15 or 3 over 5. So I can stick with this, 9 over 15. Let's go back to the screen and select the correct option. So we have option C, 9 over 15. We've come to the end of this segment, but there are more video clips to come. All you just have to do is to hit the like button. Also click on the subscribe button and tap on bell notifications so you can get informed as soon as we upload the next video clips.